if you choose the narrative of you being the prize and the woman chasing you, you're going to fare way better off than if you were to be chasing her and playing man hands.
Eric, you had a set of attraction triggers, and I don't remember how many of them they were, but I remember it was leader of men, protector of loved ones, willingness to emote, willingness to walk away. Do you remember what all those were?
Yeah, successful risk taker. And number one that you missed there,
Was
the
pre-select
number one,
was pre-selection?
pre-selection,
Yeah,
exactly.
pre-selection.
It's
Yeah.
like 80% of attraction right there.
Awesome. And could you go over leader of men? Because I mean, I was a military officer when you and I first met, and it is one of these things where I've noticed that when I can command the room or the event or whatever, like I just have to do less in order to build attraction.
Well, it's a demonstration of your ability to be social in a leadership capacity, no doubt. Leader of men is a trigger. It is something that by joining the tribal leader, she gets the benefit of the tribal leader's social circle as friends as well. What I say to guys is you're not just getting a new girlfriend, you're getting a new family. And she's getting a new family too. If I draw a woman into my life for long term, she's going to meet my family, friends, and loved ones, and she's going to be a part of them. So there's a lot more you can offer, legitimately offer, than just some words of DHVs.
Got it. That's awesome. Yeah. But the leader of men thing I always thought was interesting. The willingness to emote and the willingness to walk away, like the abundance mentality of the willingness to walk away. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, it needs to be demonstrated at least once in your set, a willingness to walk away. On the timeline of pickup, from meeting her to beginning a sexual relationship, that timeline we call courtship, at some point there's a waypoint where I will say something along the lines of, all right, you're losing me. 25 minutes into set when she's invested, and I say, all right, you're losing me for something she said. And then I walk off and she has to re engage in the conversation and win me over. I'm breaking rapport and she's working to mend it. And once it's mended, it's much stronger and we appreciate each other. We have to be willing to walk away. She'll demonstrate it once too, you know? And then you have to also sometimes demonstrate the willingness to chase. You see, we will do some of the chasing, but a lot less than the direct approach. It's a matter of when we do the chasing. You see, we want to be chased too. In fact, that's a game changer. If you choose the narrative of you being the prize and the woman chasing you, you're going to fare way better off than if you were to be chasing her and playing man hands. For example, instead of putting your hand on her knee, take her hand and put it on your knee and say
Mm,
that's all you get.
compliance.
And now we're off into compliance.
Yeah.
Exactly, no doubt.
So let's talk about that. This concept. This is the way I describe it to my clients. And I don't teach a dating course. I teach a networking course, but there is a component in it where we go over the dating concept, and that is the idea that if a woman is giving you attention, you don't respond with validation. Only when she gives you compliance. If a woman is giving you attention, you can break rapport again and try to get to talk to her again. But we only accept compliance, meaning when guys are like leaving heart eye emojis on a girl's Instagram post and the girl doesn't even know who the guy is, or if the guy is like, like what you mentioned before, direct game. So in direct game, you're giving your value away because you're letting this girl know you get my attraction in exchange for nothing. You did no work to get my attraction and now you get it, versus what Neil Strauss does with Jessica Alba, which he says, beauty is common. Can you tell me three things that make you different? Now she's qualifying to you, which is a form of compliance. So the concept where I keep trying to explain to my clients is compliance is below the belly button and attention is above the belly button. Her sending you nudes, that's attention because she sent those nudes to 34 other dudes. Her coming to your place when you invite her over, that's compliance. So you reward compliance, but not necessarily attention. You can still, continue the interaction with attention, but attention doesn't necessarily mean the girl wants to sleep with you, whereas compliance tends to mean that a little bit more. Qualification, going through the entire compliance ladder.
Well, yeah, there's a ladder.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's a yes ladder. And there's also something known as compliance momentum, where you thank them for small compliance tests, such as, could you hold my drink for a moment, kindly?
Yeah.
Thank you. And then take it back when you've tied your shoe, for instance, right? Uh, and then they can grow. Uh, they get rewarded, and it's pleasing to please you. So that compliance momentum escalates, and it can escalate all the way to beginning a sexual relationship, no doubt.